Get out the old catalytic heater. Catalytic? It's getting cold. And I haven't got my power turned back on yet. Still at the boondocking. This is not going on my boondocking video because it is editing right now. And I can't sleep. As usual. But yeah, so I'm just started The Fly, good old school movie. It's been a few years since I watched this. I thought I'd bust that out, watch that, and so yeah, sitting here in the dark, super tired, and just a quick update. That's all. Yes, I forgot to mention, the laptop is getting low on power, so I had to plug it in. It is now charged, but I'm still got it plugged in because this thing is finally almost done editing. It's been going at it for about 4 hours now, something like that. There's my flashlight. So yeah, I've just been going by the flashlight. So yeah, I just got it hooked up to an extension cord. I run across the bed. And over to the inverter, which is shared by the refrigerator, and is doing good so far. Doesn't drop below 12.3 when the fridge kicks on. It drops a couple of points, but you don't let it go below 12.1. 12.1 is basically an empty tank. I think anything below 11.9 will actually damage your batteries. So. I've been keeping an eye on that, and it's doing quite well. I guess, yeah, we'll see how well the solar charges it up tomorrow. If it doesn't charge it up back to full, it's going to slowly drain it down to nothing the more I use it without sun. So I'm thinking the next thing I need to do is get a bigger solar panel for this charge controller. Eventually I would like a nice big... Amazon's got some nice kits. eBay has some nice kits. And I think I'm gonna hop on one of them and look for like a 400 watt kit or something like that and get me a decent amount of power. And yep, so that's it. So it's kind of sitting here in the dark. I need to get that turned on. The battery hooked up. And yeah, it's really fucking depressed. I don't know what to think. Tired. It'll go away. Oh, and I read a few of your guys' comments. Thank you so much for being helpful and supportive. It does help. I just need to take some time to adapt, I think. $5:32. Nobody in this area. Starting to sprinkle a little bit. Fuck, I am so... Alright, made it through the night. I only got like 2 hours of sleep, but I actually feel better than I did earlier. And just trying to get this uploaded. There's a Starbucks right next to me, so I've been using their Wi-Fi. It got cold. Using my little camp heater, but that ate up a bottle pretty quick, so I don't think that's too good of an option for heat unless it's an emergency. I need to hook up the power already. I don't know why I'm being so lazy about that. I kept waking up nervous. I don't know why. I just can't get used to this feeling of being here, and look how empty it is. It's like I thought I would just be in everyone's way, but this has turned out so much better than I thought it would have. And the batteries held out all night. Needed one of these to light my stove. Don't have any. And I realized that my toaster is a power hog and is not going to run off the inverter. And I'm not going to start up my generator just to make toast. So I got me one of these things. Gonna try out making toast on the toast. Toast on the stove. Wow. And one of you guys in the comments mentioned my cargo carrier would move left and right, and sure enough it does. It's got a good wiggle to it, and I thought I'd strap it down. He had mentioned something about making brackets if I couldn't find any spot that I'd want to put brackets on. So I'm just going to cinch, put on some toe straps and mount them to the hitch safety chain mount points, and just cinch it down, and hopefully that'll keep it from wiggling back and forth. Not a huge deal, I just kind of want it secure. So I got me two of those to go on the left side and right side, and we'll do that a little later. I think I'm gonna move. I'm gonna head up to where I get my mail. There is Fred Meyers right there, so I'm gonna go park in Fred Meyer parking lot. Go up, check my mail, and I'm also gonna stop in at the Radio Shack and get me a switch, so I can put in a second one of these guys. Since this doesn't work, I'm gonna put in a second one until I get that one fixed down there by all those switches, and that way I can just reach down and flip the power on. I don't leave it on because I have a bad feeling that that while it's on, the engine is connected to the house batteries, and I don't want the alternator from the engine trying to charge this big old battery bank. I don't want it. Can overheat. Or, I don't know. It's a pretty heavy alternator, but heavy duty alternator, but I don't want to chance it because that's a lot bigger. I mean, they're only built to charge one battery, and that's the ignition battery, so I'm not going to try and mess up my new alternator. Super tired. Got like 2 hours of sleep. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead to Fred Meyers and check the mail. And stop in a Radio Shack, get that switch. Alright. I'm gonna go try a new spot. Well, I'm gonna go to my mailbox and see what that's like. If it's a little too packed, I won't stay there. I'll go to the next spot, but I don't know. I'm too tired right now to think. Alright. Getting my exercise. I ever sold my car, now I'm getting tons of exercise. So fucking tired. This stuff, I think, is something else. This, however, is an air compressor. 12-volt air compressor. Found on Amazon. And it's just something I could put in place of the older air compressor, or where the old RV air compressor used to go, which is also 12 volts. So I'm going to splice it in where that was connected and just hook this up the way my air compressor is now. And that way I don't have to find 120 volts to run the, or have to start up the generator to, you know, pump up the shocks. And this thing's pretty beefy. That's kind of why I got it. The reviews were saying this was $80, and they have some cheaper ones for like $40 and $37-ish. And everyone's saying that this was pretty comparable to ones that actually plug into the wall and have, you know, a bit more juice. So it sounded like a good deal. And it's max volume, super flow, so puts out lots of air quick. Meaning it's not going to sit there and run forever trying to fill that tank. Because that's probably the limitations of this between the actual air compressor that was in the RV. Is that this would probably burn up if it ran for long periods of time. It's meant for filling tires. But I'm pretty confident that this will work out. And I don't know why I'm unboxing it. I'm not gonna let's take a look. So I'm not gonna work on this yet. I want to figure out the power problem first. Ooh, comes in a nice case too. Look at that view screen. Oh man, it's a super nice case. Dude, I almost don't want to put that in there now. I mean, I have to, but... That is sweet. I'm going to use that for the cameras or something. That is such a nice set. That's a cheap bag though. That won't last long. Little alligator grippies. Probably an air filter. Yeah, that's a beast. Wow, pictures did not do it justice. I love it. And yeah, that's got some weight to it. That's nice. Look at the rubbery feet. BB cord. So yeah, I'll just probably splice in after the fuse and hook that where. Well, man, I just kind of don't want to now. It's such a nice little unit. I am loving that. But alas, it must go, because I want to be able to pump up my tires while I'm rolling down the road and not have to stop and start the generator or use an inverter to try and... kind of sticking out a little bit, but this part of Fred Meyers never really gets any traffic or any parking, except for maybe like on the holidays or whatnot. Alright, there it is. That's all I'm going to try and go to sleep. And then there's a chance that either this week or next week I might head out to a relative's, which is a few hours south into Oregon, and do some work out there. They've got a piece of property with a few horses on it and some trees that need to be cut down and a garden that needs some work. My taxes are going to run out, or my tax refund's going to run out pretty quick, the way I've been spending stuff. But at least I'm getting stuff that'll help fix up the motorhome. They even got me some new vacuum filters for my old Eureka.
Alright, it's 5:04 in the morning, March 2nd. Finally got some sleep. Probably about 4 to 5 hours. Went to bed at like midnight to 1 o'clock. Feeling so much better. Didn't get as much sleep as I would like, but you go so long without sleep, any sleep is good. Getting a little low on power. Haven't quite got to 12.1 yet, so we got some time. But I'm happy. It's holding out a whole lot better than I thought it would. Running the heater and using the light. Running the fridge. Alright. The sun's starting to come out. Here at the second location. Still pretty empty. All I got are hot dogs for foods. My microwave takes up too much power for the battery bank, so I've been just kind of doing one of these numbers. Just because I'm freaking starving right now. Just trying to get a little more sleep in, but I was like, fuck, my stomach's grumbling. So I'll sit here and I'll do this for about 10 minutes until it gets getting hot and make me just a simple dog with some ketchup. And then I think my next stop is going to be freaking Winco, so I get some groceries. Alright, 11:04. Finally got a decent night of sleep. Multiple attempts, but still got a bunch of sleep. Just took a shower for the first time boondocking. Worked out pretty good, except the fan makes a weird howling noise running off this modified square wave inverter. But it worked, so it's good. I don't know, I went from being behind on sleep tired to slept too much tired, I think. But I'm feeling good. Feeling so good compared to the other day. When you get behind on sleep, like, a lot, everything gets really confusing, stressful. So yeah, just getting ready to move. Gonna go near auto parts stores to get an air filter and fuel filter. Still don't have internet, so this video is probably gonna be a little behind. So yeah. Had tons of neighbors here. It was kind of cool. I like that. People joining in, using this unused space in the parking area. Nobody wants to park in. Alright.
Alright, pull out the air filter. Now I'm going to pull out the fuel filter and go up here around the corners of O'Reilly's, and I'll get some new ones. Alright, so just got a air filter. It was 30 bucks along with the fuel filter and a thing of power steering fluid. Power steering is leaking a little bit and needs to be filled up every once in a while. There we go. Always feels good putting a nice fresh filter on. Alright. What the hell's it fast doing on my computer? So, trying out the Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspots. I've used them before. They work okay. They can be kind of iffy. It's nice to give you a complimentary hour every 24 hours. And then they've got deals to actually pay for like a month subscription or a day subscription, etc. So yeah, there you go. Just quick internet. It's not enough to upload a video or anything, but I need to check my bank account. So here we are, location 3. Kind of just behind these businesses here. Alright, so just got back with the fuel filter and got a couple more things we need. The battery box for the car battery I'm going to use to run the generator, and a way to connect the smaller wires to the battery terminals. So we'll do that later. Right now I'm going to get the filter done. Okay. So I got the exact match. Yeah, that is... You can't even really blow through the other one. I mean, you can, but it's just, there's a lot of restriction. And look for the arrow. Make sure it's going the right way. Put the hose clamps back. Alright, there we go. New filter. Well, I forgot to record the drive over here. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna have to remember I'll get here first thing in the morning sometimes my sleeping schedule gets screwed up and I sleep the days. I sleep during the day. I guess that'd be one way to get around the overnight parking. And get me a place to sleep. Get us a place to sleep. This is no overnight, no overday parking. Right?